Good evening everyone. Welcome to my class. Yes, today I am going to discuss one of the important topic, that is quadrilateral. In this class we will study about quadrilateral, then types of quadrilateral, then area of quadrilateral. Everything we will discuss in detail. Then after this class I am going to discuss few MCQ question based on the topic quadrilaterals. Yes. Yes, quadrilateral is one of the most important topic in the mathematics. This is the very basic one. Let us discuss in detail what is meant by a quadrilateral. Yes, once again, good evening everyone. Welcome to my class. Those who are not there in the live, you can see the recorded class. Those who are free, you can join the live classes also. Okay, let us discuss in detail what is meant by a quadrilateral. See, in geometry, a quadrilateral is a closed shape that is developed by connecting four points among which any 3 points are non-collinear. First, coming to know what is meant by a collinear. Collinear means consider these 2 points. It will be lie on the same line. These 2 points, consider point A and B. These 2 points lie on the same line. These 2 points we will consider as a collinear points. Then consider here one point is there. Here in the case of a triangle, these 2 points, they will be lie on the same line. These two are collinear. Okay. Then join C and B. Then point CB, these two are collinear, but AC is not collinear because these 2 points, they will be not lie in a same line. Okay, then what is the definition of collinear points? Collinear points means the points lie on the same line, that is collinear points. Non-collinear points mean the points, they will not lie on the same line, maybe different line. Consider here the example AC. These 2 points, they will, if you join, they will become a collinear. But when you consider the points A, B, C, these three, they are non-collinear because these 3 points, they will not lie in the same line. They will be in the different line. Okay. Therefore, according to the quadrilateral definition in geometry, a quadrilateral is a closed shape. Yes, consider this is a quadrilateral. This is a closed figure. This is the closed figure. Open figure means if any one end is open. This is the open figure. This end is open. This is the open figure. Quadrilateral is a closed figure, closed shape or figure you can consider. This is developed by connecting 4 points. Yes, consider 4 points here, A, B, C, D. These are the 4 points, which any 3 points are non-collinear points. Here at least 3 points, they are not non-collinear. Okay, then any kind of quadrilateral constitute 4 sides. Yes, quadrilateral, it contains how many sides? 4 sides, 4 angles. Yes, angle A, B, C, D. This one in detail I will explain, don't worry. 4 sides, 4 angles, and even 4 vertices. Vertices means points A, B, C, D. These are the 4 vertices. These are categorized into different types. Some of the common ones are, example of a quadrilateral are square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium. Basic, you have to remember the definition of a quadrilateral means that is a closed figure. Yes, it contains a 4 vertices, then 4 sides are there, then non-collinear points combines to form a quadrilateral. See, four sides, four angles, four vertices. Then example of a quadrilateral are square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium. All they contain. These are the example of a quadrilateral. These all four they contains four sides, four angles, and in even four vertices. All they will satisfy the condition of a quadrilateral. Let us discuss what is mean by a types of a quadrilateral. Next, the term quadrilateral is derived from a Latin word. Here, we will use the word quadrilateral. That word, it is coming from the Latin word quadra means, it will be indicate four. Quadra means four. Latus means side. Okay, quadrilateral. That's why the name itself it is indicating the closed figure. It contains a four sides. All the four sides of a given quadrilateral may or may not be identical. It is not compulsory like that. All the four sides must be equal. Sometimes it may be equals, sometimes it may not be equal. Condition, it is quadrilateral definition is not telling all the four sides must be equal. Sometimes it will be equal, sometimes it may not be equal. These shapes will typically to be of standard pattern having four sides like rectangle, square, trapezoid, kite. These are the few example of a quadrilateral. The different types of quadrilaterals areas are discussed below. Let us discuss in detail about the types of a quadrilaterals, and we will discuss the properties, shape, everything. Then what is the angle, then how many sides are equal, what is the measure of each angle, what is the condition, everything. Let us discuss in detail. Okay. Next one, types of quadrilateral. First one, in that one, parallelogram. Here, consider this figure. Here, the parallelogram, it contains four sides. Any quadrilateral shape is stated to be a parallelogram whose opposite sides are parallel and equal to each other. Here, opposite sides are parallel. In parallelogram, this is also one of the types of a quadrilateral because it contains four sides, four vertices are there, four angles are there. Then this is also closed figure. Everything it is satisfying the characteristic feature of a quadrilateral. Therefore, parallelogram is one of the example of a quadrilateral. But here, in the case of a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. This side is equal to this one, then this side is equal to this one. Okay. Then this states that a parallelogram has two pairs of parallel sides. Yes, this is one pair, this is the second pair. A parallelogram, it contains two pairs of parallel sides with diagonal bisect each other. Yes, this is the diagonal, it will bisect each other. See, if I draw the diagonal here, this is the diagonal 1, then this is the diagonal 2. These two diagonals, they will bisect each other. This is the diagonal 1, consider, this is the diagonal 2. Both they will intersect, otherwise they will bisect each other. In quadrilateral, the sum of any two adjacent angle is 180 degree. What is mean by adjacent angle? Consider here, this is the line. Here adjacent angles are, I will mark here, A, B, C, D. The adjacent angle, the angles, they will be lie on the same line. See here, these two, A, B. Otherwise, I will show here only. It will be easy for you. Adjacent angle, the angles, they will be lie on the same line. See, consider this the line. Adjacent angles are A and B. Adjacent angle. Consider this line AD. A and D are the adjacent angle. Same line DC. Consider this the same line. The see here, same line DC. It is making two angles, that is D and C, the adjacent angle. Then coming to this side CB, then angle C and B are the adjacent angle. Okay. Then here in quadrilateral, the sum of any two adjacent angle is 180 degree. Then these two sum, it will be equal to 180 degree. They are telling the sum of two adjacent angle. Always in the case of a parallelogram, you have to remember the adjacent angle sum, it will be equal to 180 degree. What I am explaining, these are the example of a quadrilateral, but here the example, the characteristic of each example, they will be different from one another. Therefore you have to remember the characteristic, otherwise you have to remember the condition. What you have to remember in the case of a parallelogram, in the case of a parallelogram, it contains two parallel pairs, okay, then opposite lines are equal, opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are equal. That is the one of the important condition of a parallelogram. Then one more condition, the diagonals, they will intersect each other. Yes. Then remaining next one, the last condition of a parallelogram is the sum of the adjacent angles, the sum, it will be 180 degree. These are the important features or important condition of a parallelogram. Don't worry, I will explain once again once it will come to the properties, angle, everything. Don't get confused. It will be look like same, but little difference is there between the parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, everything. Then important thing you have to remember. Okay. Then coming to the next one, rectangle. Rectangle is also one of the form of a parallelogram. Parallelogram is said to be a rectangle if the measurement of each angle is 90 degree. Yes, listen here. This also a type of a parallelogram, but what I am explained in the last parallelogram, I we not mention the measurement of each angle. Only here the condition in the case of a parallelogram, the adjacent angle sum is 180 degree. Okay, adjacent angle sum is 180 degree. But in the case of a rectangle, the measure of each angle is fixed, that is 90 degree. Each angle, the measurement of each angle. Therefore, rectangle is also one of the type of a parallelogram, but the measurement of each angle is 90 degree. Then here the opposite sides are parallel, otherwise equal. You can consider AB is consider here AB is parallel to CD. This side AB is parallel to CD. Then next one, BC is parallel to DA. Yes, these two are two pairs of parallel sides are there. Then AB is equal to CD. Even length also equal here. Then AD, it will be equal to CB. Even that parallel sides are equal. Okay. Here also the angle, it will be 90 degree in the case of a rectangle. That one you have to remember. In a rectangle, the opposite sides are parallel and equal. The diagonals bisect each other. Here also the diagonals, I will write here. See, consider this is a rectangle. Here the diagonals, they will bisect. Here also the diagonals, they will get bisect. D1, D2, consider bisect each other. But you have to remember, in the case of a rectangle, the measure of each angle is 90 degree. Then here the parallel sides must be equal. Okay, that is the condition of a rectangle. Even rectangle also, the diagonals, they will be bisect each other. This is the very important thing you have to remember. Then coming to the square. So very little difference is there between the parallelogram, rectangle, square. That difference you have to remember. Otherwise someone, they will get confused between the rectangle, parallelogram, otherwise rectangle, square. That's why when you are learning better, remember which is the important characteristic, they will differentiate between each other. That one you have to remember. The next one, square is also one of the type of a parallelogram. Is recognized as a square if all the sides are equal, then computation of each angle is 90 degree. Yes, in the case of a square ABCD, this also it contains four sides, but here all the four sides are equal. But in the case of a rectangle, only opposite sides are equal, parallel sides are equal. But in the case of a square, all the four sides are equal. This one you have to remember. Then each angle is 90 degree. Even rectangle also 90 degree, even square also 90 degree. That it will be same. Then here the diagonals of a square bisect each other perpendicularly. They bisect at an angle of 90 degree. I will write the square here. Consider this is the square. Here also two diagonals they will get bisect. When they will be bisect, the angle between this intersection angle, it will be 90 degree. Each angle it will be 90 degree. Here also 90 degree, here also 90 degree, here also 90 degree, here also 90 degree. When they will bisect two diagonals, then the angle it will be 90 degree. But with this angles we not mentioned in the rectangle also, we not mentioned in the parallelogram also. But in the case of a square, when both diagonals when they will intersect each other, then they will be perpendicularly intersect each other. Perpendicular means the angle between the two diagonals it will be 90 degree. Then here also this is A, B, C, D. AB is parallel to CD, then BC is parallel to AD, then AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to DA. All the four sides are equal, correct? No. Then angle between each angle also it will be 90 degree. The measure of each angle also it will be 90 degree. That one you have to remember in the case of an square. Then coming to the rhombus, this also it contains four sides. This also one of the type of a parallelogram. Parallelogram is acknowledged to be a rhombus if all the sides are equal with an angle between the diagonal is 90 degree. Here also the diagonals they will bisect each other. All the four sides are equal. Then even when the diagonal when they will bisect, here the angle made by the diagonals when they will bisect, no, that angle also it will be 90 degree perpendicular, otherwise it will be 90 degree. All the sides of a rhombus are equal with opposite sides parallel to each other and diagonal bisect perpendicularly. This one is very very important. In the rhombus also all the four sides are equal. You can name this one as A, B, C, D. All the four sides are equal. Then these two diagonals when they will bisect perpendicularly means angle between these two diagonals it will be 90 degree. When they will bisect it will become 90 degree. Okay. Then we will move to the next one, trapezium. A quadrilateral figure is termed as a trapezium if it has only one pair of parallel opposite sides with the diagonals bisecting each other in the same ratio. Trapezium is also one of the type of a quadrilateral because it contains four sides, but here it contains only one pair of parallel opposite sides, only one pair of parallel lines. This one only one pair you are having the parallel lines. These two are not parallel. You can see when you see the figure only you will come to know these two lines like AC BD they will be not parallel. Okay. And even the measurement also not same. AB is parallel to CD, but they are not in the equal length, but that two lines they will be parallel. Okay. Then here with the diagonal bisecting each other in the same ratio, here also the diagonals they will bisect. See, you can draw like this. These are the one diagonal, this is the another diagonal. Yes, diagonal they will bisect with the same ratio. Okay. That is the important feature of a trapezium. This is the very basic. That's why I'm going little fast. We will solve MCQ problems based on the topic. Okay. Next one, kite. A quadrilateral shape is termed as a kite if the pair of adjacent sides of same length. Yes, pair of adjacent side. This side is equal to this one. See, adjacent side. Then this side is equal to this one. These two are the adjacent side. Here also the diagonals they will bisect crossing each other at right angle. Right angle means the angle between this one, it will be 90 degree. Here also you are having two adjacent pairs are equal, not parallel pairs. Don't get confused. In the case of a kite, adjacent pairs are equal, not parallel pairs. Adjacent pairs. Here this pair is equal to this one. Otherwise I will name here A, B, C, D. AB is adjacent side. AB is equal to AD. Then BC is equal to CD. Adjacent pairs are equal. Okay. Then perimeter of a quadrilateral. What is mean by a perimeter? See, if I consider any quadrilateral here, like parallelogram, anything, if I consider A, B, C, D. Perimeter means the measurement of length of the outer boundary. The perimeter can be understood as the total distance surrounded by the border of any two-dimensional shape. As per the quadrilateral name, we know the any figure within this pattern will hold four sides. Perimeter is nothing but will be equivalent to the summation of length of all the four sides. If you measure the length of all the four sides, if you add, you will get the perimeter. Okay. Otherwise, in the simple words, what is the perimeter of a quadrilateral means the sum of all the four sides. Yes, Smita, but I started early because no one is there, no one is free. They told they will not able to come to the live. That's why this is the theory class I am explaining. No, that's why I took the class. Only basic I am explaining. Don't worry, I will solve MCQ question based on this one. Okay. Can you hear me, Smita? Tell me, my voice is clear or not? No one is there in the live. That's why I'm not able to ask the question. Can you hear the voice? Is my voice is clear? Okay, okay, Smita. Don't worry, I explained very basic only what is meant by a quadrilateral rectangle. Then the difference between the all the four types of quadrilateral I explained. Okay, we will move to the next one, the perimeter. Then what is the formula for a perimeter of a parallelogram? 2 into base plus side. Then rectangle, you have to remember the formula. Okay, then I will solve the problem. Rectangle 2 into length plus breadth, then square 4 into A, then rhombus 4 into x, where x is the side. Trapezium, sum of all the sides. Yes, I told perimeter is nothing but sum of all the four sides. Then kite 2 into x plus y. In the kite you are having two adjacent sides are equal. No, this x and y, the length of that two adjacent sides. Okay. Theory class I am explaining. Those who are not there in the live also, you can see the theory class. You can listen the theory class, but don't miss the MCQ problems. When I will start solving MCQ problem, if you are there in the live, it will helpful for you. Okay. Then after this class, immediately 10 to 15 minutes I will give the break. After the break I will start the MCQ question based on the topic quadrilateral. Okay, this is the theory. I know this one everyone you know. This is very basic. Okay, Smita, don't worry, you not missed that much. Okay. Next, area of quadrilateral. Then next one, parallelogram. What is the formula? Base into height, rectangle, length into breadth, square, a square, rhombus, half into d1, d2, means diagonals. Okay. Trapezium, half into addition length of parallel sides. In the trapezium, how many parallel sides you have? Only one parallel sides. Therefore, addition of length of parallel sides only one, into height of the trapezium. In kite, off into diagonal 1, diagonal 2. In area perimeter, you have to remember the formula. It will be helpful for you. Then what is meant by the area? The area of a quadrilateral shape is the total room occupied by them. See, consider this is the quadrilateral. Perimeter is nothing but only the length of outer boundary. Otherwise, the sum of measurement of outer boundary length we will consider as a perimeter. Area means inside the enclosed portion. Inside portion of a closed figure we will measure. We will consider this one as the area. Okay. Then okay, here I listed few important points. You can easily you can differentiate between the parallelogram, rectangle, square. Yes, Smita, once again I am explaining. Listen this one. See, parallelogram, opposite sides of parallelogram are identical with diagonal bisecting each other. Consider this is the parallelogram. In the parallelogram, you are having two opposite pairs, two parallel pairs. Okay, two parallel pairs are equal length. This one parallel pair, this the another one. Opposite sides are parallel. Yes, these are the opposite sides are parallel. Then each diagonals they will bisect each other. Here the diagonals they will get bisect each other. Then here in the case of a parallelogram, already I told the measurement of adjacent angle. Consider the adjacent angle A, B, C, D. Here A, B is the adjacent angle. The measure of adjacent angle, it will be 180 degree. Already I explained this one. Okay, it will be easy for you. Okay. Next one in the rectangle. Rectangle also it contains opposite sides or parallel equivalent with diagonal bisecting each other. In the case of a rectangle also opposite sides are equal. This side is equal to this one. This one is equal to this one. Here also the diagonals it will bisect. Yes. But here coming to the angles, all the angles in the rectangles are equal. The sum of the adjacent angle is 180 degree. Here all the angles in a rectangle are equal. See, all the angles it will be 90 degree. 90, this also 90, this also 90, this also 90. When you coming to any two, if you add any two adjacent angles, the sum it will be 180 degree. But in the case of a parallelogram, not necessarily all the angles it will be 90 degree. The sum of adjacent angle is 180 degree, but in the case of an rectangle, all the angles it will be 90 degree. That one you have to remember. Coming to the square, it will be easy for you. In the square also, all the four sides are equal, then all the angles are 90 degree. All the angles are 90 degree. Here also, if you add any two adjacent angles also 180 degree. Okay. Then coming to the rhombus, rhombus also it contains four sides. Then even opposite sides also equal. Consider this the rhombus. This is one diagonal. This is another diagonal. All the four sides are equal. Then this diagonal they will bisect. This angle it will be 90 degree. The measure of angles are different, but the opposite angles are equal. The opposite angles it will be equal. Then coming to the trapezium, all sides are different length in such a way that one pair of opposite sides is parallel. In the case of a trapezium, only one parallel sides you have. This one, only one parallel sides. Okay. Then parallel side, but length is not equal. Okay. Then isosceles trapezium, non-parallel sides of identical length. Here the name itself is indicating isosceles trapezium means two sides must be equal. Therefore, two sides are identical in length. Once again, I listed the properties of a quadrilateral, then parallelogram, everything. I will provide the PDF format. It will be easy for you. Revise that one. Okay. Then properties of a quadrilateral: four sides, four vertices, two diagonals. Then total of all the interior angle is 360 degree. Interior angle, quadrilateral means these are the interior angle 1, 2, 3, 4. Then interior angle sum is 360 degree. That one you have to remember. That is the property of a quadrilateral. This one you everyone you know. It contains four sides, four vertices, two diagonals. Then sum of the interior angle is 360 degree. Okay. Then move to the next one. Here the properties we listed already I explained in detail. I will go fast. Okay. Then square, it also all the sides in the square it must be equal. Then the sides are parallel to one another. Then interior angle is 90 degree. Diagonals they will be bisect, they will be perpendicular. Already I explained in detail the properties of a square. In rectangle, coming to the rectangle, here also the opposite sides of a rectangle, yes, opposite sides are equivalent in measure. Then opposite sides of the rectangle are parallel to each other, even parallel and also equal. Then angle is 90 degree. Then diagonals they will be bisect each other. Then angle made by the diagonal it will be 90 degree. This is the revision for you. I made in the proper format, then it is easy for you to remember. Next, coming to the rhombus, it also contains four sides. Then opposite sides of the rhombus are parallel to one another. Yes. Opposites angles are equal. Then neighboring angles of a rhombus is 180 degree. Otherwise adjacent angle is 180 degree. The diagonals also they will bisect perpendicular to each other. Then coming to the parallelogram, already explained. Opposite sides of parallelogram of identical dimension means same measurement. Opposite sides they will be parallel and also equal in length. The diagonals of a parallelogram bisect one another. The opposite angles are equal. Then adjacent angle it will be 180 degree. Then coming to the trapezium, it contains only one pair of opposite sides. Okay. Adjacent angle is 180 degree. That one you have to remember. Then diagonals of trapezium bisect one another in the ratio. Okay. Then coming to the kite, pair of adjacent surface of kites are identical dimension like adjacent measurement. Okay, the longest diagonal of a kite divides the smallest one. The just one pair of opposite angles are equal measure. Already I explained everything in detail. Okay, revise I will provide, don't worry. Those so many they are not in the live. Those they will come to the live once I collected all the phone numbers. Already I made a group. I will start PDF notes also. You can revise the notes, then easily you can remember, you can prepare for the exam. Okay, try to attend the live classes now onwards, at least 4 to after evening classes only I will take. I think everyone you will be free. Then evening classes if I take, then you can attend the live classes. Then it is easy for me to interact with you. Then I can solve more MCQ problems. Theory I can explain. Later you can listen the theory part, that is not a problem. But once I will start explaining the MCQ problem without interaction, without anyone, I'm not able to know whether you are followed or not. That's why better try to attend the live classes. It will be more helpful for you. That's why I will be planning to take the live classes at the evening only. When you are free, at least attend the live classes. Only Smita is there in the live. Thanks Smita for joining the classes. Now the time is 4 o'clock. Then another 15 minutes, 4:15. I will start one more class, quadrilateral. I will solve MCQ problems. Don't miss that class because MCQ is very important for your exam point of view. Okay, I will solve MCQ problem based on the topic quadrilateral. Smita, I will start the class 4:15. Okay, 15 minutes. I will take the break. I will provide the link. Please join that link. Okay. Okay, thanks. Okay, Smita. Okay, okay, Smita. I will start the class immediately. I will take 15 minutes break. I not created the link. Maybe you know you still I not created the link. Maybe wrong link you received, Smita. I don't know which link you received. But after the live classes only, I can create one more link. Okay, maybe I will. Don't worry. I will provide the link in the group only. Better you join live classes in that link only. Okay. Thanks for listening my class. We will meet in the another class. Okay. Thanks. Thanks everyone.